All right, hey everyone, this is Andrew Boylan.
Hi, I'm Mike Franz. I play Tobey Maguire Drakers.
We know, and this is Dan Edgar.
Well,
Hey Dan, you might want to move over closer to
I
this
just
thing
figured I'd
so they can
tell,
hear you.
just in case people didn't know.
I'm closer. I slid this whole couch over, just so I could stay in this position.
Just in case.
Well, we're in the middle of shooting season 3. We're sitting on the set right now, but we don't have any new ideas, so we're going to talk about some episodes we've already made for the DVD,
This is the
which no one will buy.
This is the episode where Drakers leaves.
Where Mr. Drakers leaves.
Yeah, the final episode of Mr. Drakers.
Yeah.
And the first episode of Tobey Maguire Drakers. Are we just going to sit here in silence or talk about something? I mean,
No, we're going to talk about something.
I
just don't want to talk to you.
I just never enjoyed doing those scenes with the phone.
With the phone.
Because you can never really have face-to-face contact with Mr. Drakers. I mean,
Yeah.
I had them a couple times, like in the Chambermaid episode, but I could never really do that. I think that's the reason why I decided to get you, Mike, so that we can have face-to-face.
The New Beginning. Oh my goodness, that was the napkin setup.
Yeah, this was the...
I really liked that.
I had to change the opening.
Yeah, see, here's one of the bloopers at the very end here.
Yeah, that was a blooper from the dog episode on that opening.
That's a good opening.
Change the opening. That is the same thing I've used since the pilot. I use that same stock footage all the time.
Oh boy.
Not anymore because we don't live there anymore.
There he is.
And that's actually my dad's car. That's not my car.
No.
My dad had my car that day. So
That was my car at the time. It was a 2001 Expedition, and all the jokes I make about it being 10 years old and corrosion, it's true. The thing was 10 years old, and it did have a lot of corrosion on the battery.
Yeah.
So
Now we filmed this in August, right?
We did.
Like 2 months before before it premiered.
I think so. Yeah, man, it might have been July.
You guys spent like a week and just knocked out all Mike's scenes.
Yeah, Mike, because I remember we got all your stuff done before August was over.
Before
so
I
had to
even,
go to college.
you got all your stuff done before I even came in once.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember being so hot that day.
It was so awful.
It was so
It was
hot.
like 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Glad like none of my scenes were outside.
Yeah.
If they were, it was like nighttime.
And this was the hard thing because here's the deal. We filmed this scene like a few acres away from where the golf game was filmed, and I think as soon as we were done this, we changed out of those clothes and we did the golf game, and it started and the sun went away and it started to look like it was going to rain.
Did we?
We filmed the golf game right after this because while we had the field, because that field is usually packed with kids because they have a lot of sports over there.
I mean, I remember filming it on a separate day. I could be wrong.
No, I
just
can't. I think
remember
we filmed it
filming
on the same day. I think.
I don't know. I remember filming just like most of the new boss, and then that angle with Andrew driving in the car. That was my shoddy camera work. I
Yeah,
apologize
you
for that.
couldn't get that
It was
a lot.
it was difficult to get. You know,
There's the
moving
later
cars.
formings of a neck beard.
Yeah, Mike.
As this season goes on, you see the gradual progression of the neck beard.
Yeah, Mike. He's away at college when we filmed this, and we went to.
Oh, my hair is a mess.
Yeah, unfortunately, I never had any scenes with Dan in season 2 except for the holiday chaos.
Yeah, the holiday. That was the only time we were together when we did that.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that one later. I'm out of the contract.
You got out of the contract.
It's the final episode of Heavy Duty. Then. Nope. We're gonna continue it even more.
Nope. There's a new contract with a new boss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now here's the funny thing, if you look at close-ups, you can see behind me to the right, there's not all the books that are stacked up are not there, because all of my close-up shots were done like 2 days before we moved. Because you can't see it, but behind Dan there were a lot of books piled up. But when I did close-ups of me, in fact in every episode in season 2 when I did close-ups, my room was pretty much empty. Like everything behind the camera, it was just an empty room. My bed was gone, everything was gone.
Oh, it was funny.
So.
I don't know, this has nothing to do with the commentary, but I just remembered when I was talking to Hoover the other night, he asked basically kind of stuff of what's been changing, or what's going to change or whatever, and I said, well, we now have a female lead who's going to play my love interest coming in this season. And I was like, and when he was asking about his episode, I don't know if Julianne, that's who the female lead is now, is going to be in that episode or not. And he's like, oh, who plays her?
Yeah, because we all use our real names except for Mike. Mike's the only one that.
And I was like,
has
no.
a different name.
I was like, no. I was like, I think, like, is her character name going to be Jane?
Yeah, we don't.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be Emily or something else. I don't know.
Alright, I think we should just start over on the name again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna figure that out later.
Because that's what she thinks it's going to be Jane right now.
And here's the thing: I actually feel that way about Wicked when Elena says I like reading
Okay.
bad musicals because I saw that and I didn't like it. I thought it was terrible. Like
I love Wicked.
well, here's the deal: the songs were okay. I liked some of them, but I didn't like the fact that they redid the whole Wizard of Oz idea.
They didn't redo
Well,
it.
in a way, they did. You
They
know,
didn't redo it. They just added a different backstory to it. They just gave you a different perspective on it.
I didn't like that, because what they did was they made the Wicked Witch good and the Wizard the bad guy. But that's not the way it goes.
How do you know?
Because that's what you were taught. That's what you grew up with.
Well,
and it's like
technically, the wizard's kind of a
it's
jerk.
it's kind of like what Michael Bay is doing to the Ninja Turtles. It's just ruining your childhood. You know?
I
Because
don't know.
I love TMNT.
Yeah, but he's changing it. He's making them aliens now.
Cool.
Like, no, that's not
When
cool. That's
when Dan
horrible.
says Hoover, he means Matt Hoover. Who
Yeah, Matt
hopefully
Hoover's
will guest star.
he's gonna
in
guest
the
star
third
this
season.
He will guest star.
This was a good scene to do because, Mike, you kept screwing up, and my dad wasn't in the room, and I had to get all these shots.
Oh yeah.
This was a hard thing to do.
Oh my gosh.
Dirt was smudging it up.
What happened to your birds?
I know, right?
After we moved, I think my mom's friend took them because the house we're living at now, which is where we're filming the new season, we're renting it. We weren't allowed to have birds. However, the dog was allowed, but we couldn't have birds.
I'd rather
Oh my
have
gosh.
someone taking birds in my house.
I still remember you messaging me on Facebook. It's like, do you know anybody who would be good at taking care of birds?
Yeah,
I used to have birds,
yeah,
but my one bird basically killed the other bird.
those last 2 months living there, it was hell because everyone was negative. I had to get the show finished. I had to get all. In fact, it wasn't just this. It was the comedy hour. It was the crazy kids. It was late night with Amy. It was all my stuff, and I had to pack up everything. It was, and plus I was sad. It was really a crazy time to do this because we just got this show going, and then like 2 months later after it begins, we have to move out. So.
Oh, was this bare feet again? Are you?
Yeah, every time you see me, I'm bare feet. I don't think I have shoes one time.
No.
I think the only time I'm ever wearing shoes in this entire show is
You
Oh,
guys actually
your dad was barefoot.
was Holiday Chaos. That was the only time I think
Did you
I
guys
ever wore
actually go into
shoes.
the car?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they go into the car.
We
This
went.
is-
No, we went into the car. It was like the passing of the torch. It felt like to me.
I think I'm in bare feet here. Am I
You're
in
in bare
bare
feet.
Yeah, there we go again.
that was
You know,
Steve Barnett pointed that out, that I was always in bare feet. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's
he
my
was a
bad.
sniper.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, this was
Nah.
this was hard to do because I had to use Mike's. That's Mike
That was
Franz's phone.
That
I
was
had
my
to-
phone.
I had to use.
Oh my. Yeah. That
Yeah,
was.
this was good. I had a hard time getting through this scene.
Oh, this was. Oh my god.
Because Mike, you made me laugh every time you came out.
You just told me to be angry. I'm just.
I
like,
know, but it was
sure,
so
I'll be
funny.
angry.
You screwed Andrew. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. And
Oh
here's the
my
rest of the
God.
season. Guess who isn't? And I wish I could go back and change that because I had that face went on for too long. Like I wish I could just cut it sooner, but yeah, it goes on for too long.
Oh my goodness.
And obviously, this is me doing the lawyer.
Oh, the
Obviously, you can tell it's my voice.
Oh,
But
voices.
but here's the thing: the night this episode aired, I was in my bedroom after we moved, and I needed someone to do the voice, and everyone was sound asleep. Well, the episode has to air in 2 hours. What do you do? So I had to do the voice. I had no other option. Yeah, there I am. It's still there.
yeah, it's just like I was trying to create a backstory. I really didn't know at the time what Toby was supposed to be doing.
We didn't even have a name for him here. Like if you notice in the credits, it said TM Drakers. And I did that for two reasons. One, we didn't know what the name was going to be. Like, we weren't sure if we were going to go with that name. And two, his name hasn't been announced yet, and we didn't want people to know it yet. Now, originally, we were going to wait until the end of the season to reveal it. Remember that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that would have been good.
Yeah, but we thought we could just get the Spider-Man jokes over with now because the new Spider-Man movie was coming out.
Yeah.
After that season would air. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you remember the blooper for this? The one where I'm like.
Oh yeah, you sound like you're dominating the world or something.
You're not dominating the world. You're signing a contract.
Signing a contract. The bloopers.
Oh boy. Yeah, there were a couple of bloopers.
You kept laughing and it just went on. And
Oh,
on.
I always kept laughing. Always.
You know, there's one thing I don't like, and we did it in here, and Family Guy has touched this issue. I can't stand it when a movie or a TV show has a very clever title and they say the title in the movie or the show.
That.
I don't. Peter Griffin, like he brought that up in the show.
Oh, he said he loves it too.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm like, oh, come on. You know,
did you do it in that scene?
No, we did say it, yeah, because Mike said, he goes, you're going to do more heavy duty around here.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
I remember that. Oh, boy.
You.
Here's Dad's line. You're wearing the same shirt.
There's a much better neck beard right there.
Now I'm going to give him more
You're
crap.
wearing the shirt you're wearing now. That's awesome.
All right, well, thank you for joining us on another commentary, and we'll see you in the next commentary.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.